ambassador here at the Welcome Center, and I will be showing you guys all of the different buildings we have at Fresno City College. So this will be our virtual campus tour. And the first building we will be going over will be the old administration building. I will begin with buildings that hold our support services for students. So the old administration building is one of those. It holds our business office, the Dream Center, our auditorium, our public information office, and the Dream Center. So in the business office, you can go in here to pay all of the fees you may have on your account. Maybe you want to pay your parking pass, maybe you have a health fee or your student ID card or your tuition, you would go in here and pay for all of that in the business office. Our Dream Center is a resource that we have that provides academic counseling to new and continuing migrant students. So if you need help with your AB 540 forms or any residency questions, you would go into the Dream Center and they can help you out in there. And in our OAB, or Old Administration Building, we have the auditorium. It can hold up to 650 people, and we use this room for presentations, guest speakers. Um, Sometimes we'll have musicians or poets who will come and present to our students, and you guys are free to access those presentations or performances. In this building, we also have our public information office, and in here they take care of Fresno City College public relations, any publications, or any release of public information. And then we already went over the Dream Center, so we will be moving on to our disabled student programs and services. So this building right here is for any student who may have a learning disability, any physical or psychological disabilities, and we offer them support services such as counseling, testing rooms, mobility transportation. So if students need to move from one side of the campus to another, we do have that there to help them out. We also have adaptive technology and note takers. So if any student may need a note taker to help them out in their courses, we do have that. Or you can even volunteer to be a note taker. If you guys volunteer, you are eligible for priority registration. So if you want to maybe help out a fellow student in your class, you do have that opportunity to do that. And then right next to our DSPS office, we have our Veterans Resource Center. This building provides counseling for our veterans or military students. We also have a lounge and a study space. And any veteran who is transitioning back to college, we do offer GI Bill assistance so that they know how to pay for college. Our next building is the Student Services Building. This will probably be one of the most important buildings for students on campus because it does hold our financial aid office at the top level. So once you go up the stairs and turn left, you will find yourself at the financial aid office. And here you can speak with a specialist to ask questions related to your financial aid award letter. You can turn in documents here, or you can even apply for scholarships and ask any questions relating to your financial aid. On the upper level, we also have our general counseling. So this office here is for our current and returning students. It is for them to ask any questions relating to the courses they have to take throughout their time at Fresno City, or even if you want to change your major, these are the people who you would talk to. It is important to meet with a counselor every semester just so you are on track to meet your goals, your academic or your career goals. And then on the upper level, we also have our transfer center. a majority of our students at Fresno City College do go on to other colleges or universities. So if you are planning on going to a CSU or even a UC, the Transfer Center has counselors that can help you um, complete your requirements to move on to another school. And then we will move on to the lower level of our student services building. So on the lower level, we have our EOPS office, our admissions and records, health services, and the international student office. So EOPS is a program we offer that helps educationally and economically challenged students. They offer counseling and advising, as well as financial aid assistance to qualified students. So they are just here to help you throughout your time at Fresno City so that you succeed here and beyond. And then our admissions and records office is there for you to maybe if you need to do a name change, provide your personal information just so we have the correct information on record. You can go here to request transcripts, update your student record, and then in um, our admissions and records office, next to it, we do have a web room. A web room. So if you need to order your transcripts or navigate your portal, they can help you out in there. And then on the lower level, we also have our health services. So if you need health education, first aid, maybe a TB clearance for a child development course, they can help you out in there with all of that. If you need over-the-counter medication, they have whatever you need to help you stay healthy. And then in the lower level, we also have our international student office. So um, this office is to help those students who come from other countries to study in America. They offer admissions assistance, academic counseling, so that they know how to succeed while they are here at Fresno City College. Moving on, we're going to go into our library. So in here we have a computer lab. It's available for students if they need to access their portal or if they need to complete assignments. You can go in there and work on any coursework that you need. In the library, we also have printing stations. So if you need to print out an assignment, we do offer that in black and white or in color. In the library, we also do tech loans. So if you need a laptop to do your coursework, you can always go in here and check out a laptop. You just need to bring in your student ID number and a form of identification. And then in this library, we also have our reading and writing center. So in the Reading and Writing Center, they can help you brainstorm an essay, create an outline, or even just help you read your assignment so that you understand what they are asking of you. And then if you ever need any extra help with any of your courses, we also have the Tutorial Center. In here, we have students who tutor in any subject that you may need extra help in. So if you are taking, for example, an American Sign Language course and you need to practice your ASL, they have tutors there that you can do that with. If you have maybe a math class or any foreign language class, you have tutors there that can help you practice. So all of the buildings we just went over were those that provide services. Um, And now we're going to move on to buildings where you will be taking the majority of your classes. So first we will begin with our language arts building. And in case any of you are wondering why there is an LA or any other abbreviation next to our titles, on campus, if you go to any of the buildings, there are pillars that will show you what building you are near and what room number um, are held in the building. So for example, if my schedule says LA 126, I would um, look at the pillar outside of language arts and it would tell me the direction of where my course is and if I'm at the right building. So in the language arts building, we hold our creative writing courses, English, philosophy, and our foreign language. So if you're taking maybe English 1A, Spanish, Hmong, Portuguese, ASL, those will most likely be located here in the language arts building. And then moving on, we have our faculty offices. In this picture, we do have that pillar I was talking about. So if you're ever on campus and you find one, you can check the abbreviations so that you know what building you are near on campus. So in the faculty offices, we hold our division instructors. If you ever need extra help from any of your English, foreign language, or creative writing instructors, you can check your syllabus for their room number, and they will be located here somewhere in the faculty offices. Now, if any of you are taking maybe a math or any science engineering course, they will be located here in our math, science, and engineering building. In our basement level of this building, most of our math classes are held here. On the first level of our building, we hold our biology, geology, astronomy courses. And on the first level, we do have our natural science museum. So if you guys ever have a class in here and you walk down the halls, you will be able to see some of the animals we have at Fresno City. And then the second floor of our math science and engineering building holds our chemistry and physics courses. If you ever need a space to unwind or relax, or if you have any downtime between your classes, we do have a koi pond and a greenhouse open to our students that they can go and sit at in case they need any place to relax. Now, moving on to our theater arts building, if any of you are majoring in theater arts or if you're interested in performing, we do offer acting, stage makeup, playwriting, uh, stage design. So, or if you even want to watch performances, you can. We do have our ticket booth at this building. In the theater arts building, we have two theaters, our main theater and then our lab. In this building, we host our plays, we have music productions, recitals, and students are able to go and check those out. All right. If any of you are taking a communications course, maybe communications 1, communications 2, they will, if you check your schedule, they will probably be located in our music speech building. This is where we hold our communications courses, or if you're taking maybe piano, guitar, choir, jazz, songwriting, those will be located here. In this building, we do have practice rooms for students who are in the music department so that they can practice whatever instrument they play. And then moving on, we are at our art, home, economics building. So in here we have our studio arts, painting, drawing, ceramics, or if any of you are in food service management, those courses will be located in here. In this building, we also have our art space gallery where professional artists or even students display their art. And the gallery is free for students to go into. And now we're moving on to our applied technology building, and this is where we hold our hands-on education and skills training. So in here we have our construction, welding, electrical systems, HVAC. So if you ever have the chance to come on campus, these buildings will be labeled as T. Right here in the picture, we have T100. In this building, we hold our tech and trade counselors and our welding courses. In our T200 buildings, we have CalWorks and Auto Body. And then in our T300s, we hold construction, architecture, and robotics courses. And then in our T400, if you're taking any photography class, those will be located there. And then finally, if you are maybe um, going into HVAC, those will be located in our T500 and T600 buildings. All right, now we have our social science building. So this building has two forum halls that can hold between 100 to 200 students. If you are majoring in sociology, criminology, political science, food and nutrition, human services, those classes will be located here. Again, you just have to check your schedule, and if your um, course says SO and then a number after that, your class will be located here in the social science building. Now we have our business education building. If any of you are interested in business administration, accounting, real estate, finance, your courses will be located in here. This building has a computer lab the students can use. We also have some counselors located in here. And then in our business office, we do have Design Science High School. This is where our high school students have the opportunity to take college courses, and some of them can even graduate with an associate's degree and their high school diploma at the same time. Next, we have our cafeteria. This will probably be one of the cheapest options for food on campus. So if you ever need to find a meal on campus, you can go into our cafeteria where we have our food court. If any of you are interested in joining a club, you can go into our student lounge, and they have a list of all the clubs we offer at Fresno City College. Or if you want to start your own club, you can go in there and see if that is a possibility for you. So in our cafeteria, we have our game room. They have pool tables, board games. Sometimes they'll play music in there. So if you ever need a place to go and relax, you can go into our game room. And then in the student lounge, this is where you'll be able to get your student ID card. So once you pay for your ID card online or at the business office, you will come into the cafeteria, and this is where they'll take your picture to get your student ID card.
Hey, Michelle, is it okay if I say something real quick?
Yeah.
So if you can go back to the previous one. So at student activities, the student lounge, the student ID cards are now free. So your first one will be free, but if you ever lose it or need a replacement, you'll have to pay $5. But just take some form of government issued ID, and they'll print that for you there. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you. All right, now we're going on to our student center. Here on the lower level, we have our bookstore and our RAM pantry. So once you guys buy your books, you will be able to go into the bookstore, give them your ID number, and they will be able to give you the books that you purchased. Or if you need maybe a code for online homework, you can also purchase that in here. In the bookstore, we do sell snacks. So if you ever need something to eat, you can always go in there and purchase that. If you need notebooks, pencils, FCC apparel, you can all purchase that in our bookstore. So right next to that, we have our RAM Pantry, which is a free resource to our students. Um, every day you are able to go in and get up to 8 free items, which includes food and drinks. So maybe if you're not able to purchase something from the cafeteria or the food trucks, you are free to go into the RAM pantry and grab something to eat in there. On the upper level of our student center, we have our psychological services, our Rampage, our student government, and Trio. So if you ever need someone to talk to in our psychological services, we offer individual or group therapy. And then our rampage is also located upstairs. And this is our student newspaper. So if you're interested in writing about what goes on campus, you can feel free to contact the rampage and see if you can join. And then if you have an interest in advocating for student rights, the ASG office is also located upstairs, and you can always go in there, grab an application so that you can join any position that they may have open. And then finally, upstairs, we have our TRIO program, which is for first generation, low income, and our disabled students. TRIO offers academic support to our students. They have counselors there that are ready to help you pick out what courses you need, and they do offer scholarships. Now we're moving on to our gym. If you are taking a PE class in the fall or in the spring, those will be located here if your schedule has the letter G next to it. So in our gym, we have two full-size basketball courts, two weight rooms, and Fresno City College offers over 23 different sports. So if any of you are interested in being an athlete, you can always go in here and see if you could maybe join or try out for a sport that we offer here. So at the gym, we offer swimming, we offer tennis courses, yoga, we have weight training courses. So if you ever want to take a PE class, you can always look on our website and see if we have any available open spots that you can join. All right, now moving on, we have our health science building, and this is where we hold our dental hygiene program. They have an office that accepts students as patients. We also have our nursing program that provides basic level training to practice nursing, and they will be eligible to take the nursing exam. And then we have our radiology program, and it is designed to train students for entry level practice. And now we have our Welcome Center, which is the building that we work at. We offer services to first-time students. If you are maybe interested in going to college or interested in returning back to college, we can help you apply to Fresno City. We can help you register for classes. You can meet with a counselor to figure out what courses to take, or if you need extra help navigating your student portal, your email, your Canvas. Our office is located on Weldon, and we can help you with all of that to get you ready to begin your journey at Fresno City College. And here we have our parking structure. So the first few weeks of school, parking on campus is kind of hard to find. So if you ever need somewhere to park, we do have the parking structure available. Um, yeah, so if you ever need a place to park your car, you can always have this here as a resource. And then we have our Ratcliffe Stadium. So if you ever want to watch maybe our Fresno City College sports teams perform, you can go here. Sometimes they'll hold their football games here. We have our track. Um, some classes are held at Ratcliffe Stadium, so be sure to check your schedule. If it says stadium, then your course may be located over here. All right. Finally, we have our West Fresno Center. So this is an extension of our main Fresno City College campus. At West Fresno, you can take courses in automotive, diesel technology, medical assisting, and maybe even some general ed courses. When you are registering for your courses on self-service, make sure to pay attention to the location because some may be at West Fresno and not our main Fresno City College campus. So while you are at West Fresno, they do have a lot of outdoor green spaces and a walking trail. If you have any time in between your classes, you are able to take advantage of that outdoor space. And then, any questions?
Yeah, so let me thank you guys all for hanging out with us during our tour of the Welcome Center. I know you guys have a lot of questions, so we're going to get to them. But what I do want to recommend for you all is to, I know it's kind of nerve-wracking to start on Monday, and there's a lot going on. But what I want you guys to do is try and do what you guys can control. Um, arrive into class early, knowing where your classes are located, and things like that. So just so that way you don't stress yourself out more than you need to. So if you know that your class starts at 9, really the general rule of thumb is we tell students to be here about an hour early. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's going to help you. So that way you're not stressed out trying to make it, 5 minutes before class. Like Michelle said, there is the parking garage, but just be aware that the parking garage is about a 10 to 12 minute walk from the parking garage to like the main part of campus. Okay. So just keep things like that in mind. And this parking garage is open to students and staff. Um, and there's 5 levels. So, um, just keep that in mind. It's a little bit of a walk, but at least you know for sure you got a parking spot. And we'll start going down the questions. Um, I want to reiterate what Liz said earlier. The student ID cards are free, and you can take your picture inside the student activities office. They do accept your old high school ID card. Um, as far as the picture of your ID and not the actual physical ID, um, I think they do that on a case-by-case basis. I am not sure. The director of student activities, um, we talked to a couple students over the Ram Ready in person, and he was able to help them somehow. But I'm not sure. I don't want to say what their policy is or isn't. If you guys have some sort of ID, even if it's a little high school one, that will help. Going down, Jacob, you have a question about your password. The Welcome Center is behind Wendy's and KFC on off of Blackstone. And you're more than welcome to come in here and we can help you reset your password if needed. Um, we can help you with that if you need to do that here at the Welcome Center, okay? So that you can get into your account because again, being fully prepared is being able to log into your account and looking at your self-service and know when your classes are, when they are, what time they are, where they are, and things like that, okay? So we can do that, Jacob. We can help you here, get your password reset.
You can also go online for all of your questions. Majority of them will be answered if you go online at our Fresno City College website. So we have our TSS support number too, where you can call. If you can't come to the Welcome Center to get your password reset, you're more than welcome to give our tech support a call where they can help you reset your password remotely too as well. As far as the SEP, there's a lot of questions on the chat about counseling services. I highly encourage you to join your pathway session right after this session, because that is where you're going to meet your counselors and they're going to go over when you should be meeting with them next. Most of the students here today should already be registered in courses. That's why you got invited to Ram Ready, because you are physically a student of ours, which means you're registered as a new student. For one or more classes. What they recommend is if you are set with your schedule this semester, reach out to your pathway counselors. You're probably gonna, depending on if you are in a specific program or if you are in the general students population, you may be meeting with the same counselor throughout your whole stay at Fresno City College, or you may be meeting with general counseling and your pathway counselors to set up your student educational plan, which is your comprehensive. That means they're going to build your classes throughout the semesters or throughout the years that you're going to be here. To get all of those informations, and this is going to answer all of your questions about counseling services, please join your Pathway virtual session at 10:30 this morning, because you are going to receive a lot of information about counseling services there.
All right. Some of the other questions about the PE class. I know that some of you guys may have questions about the weight room and things like that. That is designated for people taking the class. So you're more than welcome to take a weightlifting class or weight training class. But no, you cannot just kind of walk in there and just use the weight anytime that you want. But it's a 1-unit PE class if you want to sign up for weightlifting or anything like that. The track, kind of the same concept. The track is reserved for PE classes. But I know that a lot of people from the general public walk on the track. I don't think that anyone's going to tell you no. Liz posted the Welcome Center number in the chat for any of you guys have any may have any questions in regards to getting into your account or needing assistance with that. You know, like I said, you guys are more than welcome to come down here. We have a computer lab that we can help you guys get you back into your account if needed. I'm looking at Jayala's question. If I would need to email professor if online course. So
I want to add one more thing, Robert.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So for your password information too as well, we are having our RAM Ready portal canvas and it's a portal canvas workshop that is scheduled tomorrow. So those of you who are here today should also receive a Zoom link for your student portal, how to log into your student portal and get to know your canvas, which is going to be where you're going to be using most of your homework and be able to communicate with your instructor. So please make sure that you join us tomorrow, because we're going to go in depth of all of those information, how to log into your student portal, how to log into your email. Those are all going to be covered tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that might be a better answer your question about the instructor. If you're in the class, like I said, your portal is going to be one of your things that you're going to check regularly, daily. Canvas is where you're going to talk to your instructor. Email is going to be all communication coming from the school. And then Starfish is where you're going to talk to your counselor. And self-service is where you're going to find out anything about adding classes, registering for classes, you know, your financial aid questions, things like that. So they'll cover all those things. The RTSS only works on like the laptops and things like that for here that are checked out from our campus, Jacob. I'm not sure if they have any recommendations on who does private work, but our technology support is strictly regarding, they only deal with our computers here on campus. And the resource fair, yeah, sorry, Jacob. They may have a recommendation for you though. The resource fair is going to be sorry. The resource fair is going to be a gathering of different programs and things like that on or that we have on campus that are going to talk to you about what special programs that we offer here, and you know, anything that you may be interested in that you didn't know that we had on campus. Like what am I thinking of then? I'm drawing a blank. The honors program, we have an honors program here on campus, and things like that will be at the resource fair, that you can join some of the services that we offer. Haley, that's a good question about joining a sports team. I don't know, is anyone from athletics going to the resource fair?
No, unfortunately, the athletics won't be at the resource fair, but you can reach out to their department. I'll look for the phone number and put it in the chat. Or you can, if you know what sport you're interested in, can always try and emailing the coach for a walk-on. That's usually the easiest way. Reach out to the coach, or if you have a coach that can reach out to your coach, get that connection going. But I'll look for the athletics website phone number and I'll post it in the chat.
Vianney, great question. Canvas, it just really depends on the instructor. Most of our instructors aren't posting any classes on your Canvas account until the day of or the day before school starts. So you may not see it there, but they will make it public to all the students enrolled and students who are waitlisted on Canvas, possibly a couple of days or up to the day that the class starts. As far as is there age limit, I believe there is no age limit, but you do need to still reach out to the athletics team to see if you are to get recruited.
Danny, as far as your question about joining a band or concert, I would say to reach out to our pathway and see if that band is in what pathway is band in? Well, because the
Arts,
band,
communications, and language. So you would need to reach out to the band group with that. You need to go to arts and language communications when you get here and inquire about participation in the band without being a music major. But I do believe that you actually have to be a part of the music as a music major to join the band.
yeah. And Alex, the student IDs are in the student activities at the back of the cafeteria. Right now, they're still working on the front of the cafeteria. So at the back of the cafeteria, there's some red tables in back there, and you can enter through there, and you get your student ID card free. I assume that's what you're referring to about the cafeteria. Is there a way I can know what my email name is?
Allison, your email username is going to be your student ID number followed by at my.sccd.edu. Thank you, Liz. Liz posted it on the chat.
Now keep in mind that's an example. That will be specific to your ID number. Yes, on the website there is a map of the school. It's they've done some work to make it a little bit more interactive campus map. So if you just get on the Fresno City College website, you can search campus map.
All right, so I think we've answered all your questions. I know that there's quite a few questions again regarding your meeting with your counselor to set up your SEP, regarding your email, how to log in your portal, what classes you may have. My recommendation is to join us in our next session here at 10:30 to be with your pathway counselors. So you get to meet with your pathway counselors and you know how to get a hold of them in the near future here. And then also join us tomorrow for our My Portal and Canvas virtual sessions. That's where you're going to learn how to log into your portal, what information you're going to need to log into your portal, and how to check your classes and how to navigate your Canvas to where you can check in with your instructors and how to submit your tests, modules, assignments, and all of those things. Okay, so we will see you here shortly in about 15 minutes. Enjoy your break and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.